This is what he normally does, like 30 minutes before we get started.
Well, luckily there's not too much to set up today. While I'm finishing my little setup stuff, do we want to go over a recap?
We can. Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Are we still missing one?
I'm not sure
So
if he'll be on.
yeah, he's stuck
Did
with
you
the
text him?
in-laws.
He said to shoot him a text if we got back on.
I think it was mostly so he could pop in and watch when he gets a chance to.
Hmm. If he
This
does.
for you, Scott. Let me find where we left off. All right, so I stole the robe from the dead cult leader. Parker showed up late. I played the prank on him. We come across somebody who wants us to go searching for someone. He will pay us each 250 gold. Or sorry, we need to follow somebody. If we learn about the cabin, where it is, how many people there are, exactly where they plan on striking next, who the leaders are, and look for treasure that they took. And that was when a door opened and the injured man entered. He's looking for a monk and wants us to look for signs of him while we are at the camp. We follow the trail, and the giants are in the lead. Notice that the footprints leaving were heavier than the ones coming in, which means the animals were leaving with a lot of loot. We come across the rocks where there were kobolds, sorry if I can talk, and 4 human cultists. They are having an argument, and the kobolds leave. And that's when we go in. We capture, well, we knock out 3 of the cultists, and the 4th one surrenders. Chaotica questions him. We learn that there are 100 kobolds, 80 cultists, and mercenaries. The leader is named Langderosa.
Mm-hmm.
It's the person who fought Parka. We get info about the camp and where it is. We ask him when the next raid is. And that's when we started questioning him a little bit more because he wasn't giving us everything. He tells us there's an ambush waiting 100 feet ahead. Parka disposes of the cultist, and then Chaotico cuts rope to tie up the other cultists, and that's where I stopped.
Let me fix your notes real quick, because as far as anyone knows, Parka left with an occultist.
But yeah.
We haven't gone into any of that yet. But we haven't gotten into any of that yet.
Mm-hmm.
Did I miss anything else though?
Nothing of necessary note. So, as we are getting everyone back together, the way it stands is there are 3 unconscious cultists with Chaotico, Korok, and Jin. Parka has walked off with an unconscious cultist. And we come back
Yes.
to the first group with the 3 of you and the 3 unconscious.
So we're kind of like on a main. Are we still kind of like on a main path right now?
Yeah, you're still on a main path. Having talked to one of them, as you look up towards where the path is going, you can see a slight decline start to happen. And
Mhm.
as this decline happens, you find the edges of this valley that's being created is about 10 to 20 feet wide, and then goes down in a casual manner, almost seeming intentional, but definitely not um, made man-made. Yeah, it's definitely a natural thing. It leads eventually into a deep crevasse, which you cannot see within right now. What you do see as you are looking for it specifically are these rocks above this crevasse, above this little valley that you're going into, and you see hunkered down the ambush that was described to you.
My first thing is if we're gonna question any more of these people, we should probably maybe do it somewhere a bit off the main road, maybe. I grab these people and get out in the bushes if we need to, because it. I don't know what else we need. What other information we might need.
Well, and this is very clearly a area for the enemy, so I'm in agreement that we don't want to be.
Out and about.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Katiko?
Okay. While you guys are discussing this, I am going to pause you and move over to Parka. Uh,
Who's
You watching
watching?
Deadpool?
no, he's watching John Wick. It's sad that I can see that just from.
I don't know how I did that.
Oh shit, that's not John Wick.
No, it's Deadpool 2.
Oh, I was
No,
right.
I sure were. All right, so we're at. Can you take the screen off of that so we're not all watching the movie while we're.
Well, I'm trying to figure out how I did that. There it is.
There you go.
I didn't even do it on purpose. I don't know. I'm really hungover right now. Okay. What's going on?
We are with you.
You took the cultist off on your own, remember? At the end of the last session.
Oh yeah.
We were questioning.
Yeah. So are we supposed to be starting? We're still missing one.
Yeah, we were starting without him.
Okay. So am I supposed to be coming back in with everybody now?
No, it's you. It's you and me, buddy. We haven't discussed what you're doing with him. We just ended with you walking off with him.
Oh. What? Let me just send you a text then.
Okay. while he's writing that text, then we will swap back to everyone else. You asked what Chaotico thought. He goes, live cultist is dangerous cultist.
Agreed.
And as
Yes.
he kind of says so, you see him start lining up like he's about to start playing Wolf.
Do we need any more information? Or
do
are we
we-
good just to get rid of these guys?
I mean, I think we're good.
You hear him yell, "Wolf!" and a severed head flies off into the distance.
Yeah, just get... So we should
Yeah,
probably dispatch these guys and then move them so they're not.
Well, I mean, he already
on the
beheaded one, so there's going to be blood all over the place anyway.
True.
That's what I'd say. Just leave them. With the amount of arguing that we saw when we walked up, they probably are used to coming across. The kobolds are gone, remember? They might think it was.
Kobolds.
Uh-huh.
But you start gnawing on them a little bit so it looks like they were bitten.
Kind of gross. I'm all down for getting covered in blood, but I don't know about gnawing on.
You're
You
saying
hear,
gnaw to gnawing.
"Wolf!" and another head goes off into the distance.
Yeah, he's just booting those heads like nobody's business.
Alright, so what do we want to do while he's off golfing?
So you got one live cultist remaining, and as the cultists remaining, as Chaotico is lining up, you see Parka just kind of walking into view. Wolf! And the third head goes.
Alright, so what do we want to do about this ambush that they got set up going up here?
I mean, we got most of the information that we need, right? The only thing that we haven't been able to do is find the monk and see how much loot they have.
Yeah,
Did you guys search the dead people?
not yet. We have not searched anybody.
Not yet, no.
Yeah,
But I
we can
mean,
search.
I think we could go back and give them the knowledge that we have now. It meets all of the requirements that they gave us. Just
We
minus
didn't find the person.
But we know who it is. The guy that you
Know who
fought.
what is?
The main guy, like the leader. It's the guy that you fought.
No, that
Chaotico,
person that we went to look for.
Oh, that's right.
Chaotico kind of nods at Parka, and he's like, "You mean the monk?"
Yeah, that guy.
That's true. So how are we gonna do? We want to like sneak past this? Because like the ambush is the only way into this area, right?
Roll an investigation check. You don't have dark vision, right?
No.
No, that's me.
Okay. It is midday. You had one battle, 3 rounds, I think. 4 rounds max. Alright, just roll normal. Normal perception for me.
Perception.
Yeah.
Big money in wax. 19 or 17.
Okay. You easily see between the brush that is growing around the edges of this crevasse and the distance between where this ambush is set up, you can sneak around it and find your way back. There has been enough paths that go down this, and there are enough people that are starting to accumulate as you are getting closer and closer. You see there's more and more movement, commotion, traffic. It is easy for you to avoid this area of ambush.
Okay.
Can we like circumvent the area and try to look because it sits down like in a ravine? Can we go around to another location and look down into the ravine and see if we can spot the monk from above?
That'd be my guess.
Let me send a photo to you or to the chat. This is what the crevasse looks like. The bottom left is going to be the overhead view. So you kind of see the way it goes down into almost a horseshoe shape.
Where did you send that to?
In the chat.
The chat.
Campaign lobby chat.
Yep.
Let me see.
Oh, there it is.
See. Image capture.
And where are we on this thing?
You are, if you look at the overview, you have not appeared here yet. So where the map where it says level 1,
That's where the ambush is.
that's where the entrance to this crevasse is. Okay, before that is you have to go to the overview. Before that is you get the brushy area. That's where the ambush is in front of that. So the
Gotcha.
ambush is before you get into this, but you can go around it like you had said.
Okay.
Do we all want to go together? I am not
I think that's
very
best.
sneaky.
Well, if we're,
My joints
I mean, those
crack.
walls look fucking huge, so I feel like we're like gonna be able to look down on them without being seen. Is that correct? DM?
So if I can get you, I tell you what, from where you are now, because you haven't said what you're doing yet, you can't actually see any more detail in that crevasse. You don't quite see how deep it is, or any details.
So my only concern if we split up is that they may have patrols, and I wouldn't want one of us to be caught on their own.
Yeah.
Like, I would say if you do want to split up, the only or suggestion would be to have Jen go like, look, since she's fucking sneaky. But if you guys want to just stick together, and I say we swing around and circumvent the trap, and then look down into the valley and see what we can see together.
Yeah, I only say that just because, like I said, 350 pounds, 7 foot tall, with creaky joints. So it's hard to be sneaky, but we can give it a shot.
I don't think you need to be that sneaky to sneak around their ambush.
I mean, if we're completely circumventing their ambush, that means we know where it is, so that we can give them a complete wide berth and go around.
Chaotico kind of little shoulder tap to Parka, and accidentally shoves him a little too much, and he does a little stumble. But he goes, "Don't you have an outfit?" and chuckles to himself.
This is true. You guys want me to just go down into the camp?
Uh,
I mean,
I don't know about
technically, we
that.
could pick up some of the robes from the guys that we just killed.
Is there one's big
And
enough
we could
for
all go.
being Chaotico? DM?
You would be able to, at the very least, cover yourself in enough to make it look like you were a creature that tried to do your best to adorn yourself in this.
Did we ever like
It
looking?
wouldn't necessarily fit you, right? But
Yeah, but looking back or thinking back to like when we were at the castle or the keep when they were all there, were there any like really big cultists, or are they all kind of just humanoid size? Or
well,
regular human sized?
you've been meeting up with humans and orc or half orc.
Okay.
So there have been plenty of different body types.
Okay.
So I would say you would have found something that like you might have to rip the sleeves off, but like it would still fit you enough to look like you were meant to have it.
Yeah. We could all do that. We've got plenty of outfits to try.
And we still need to loot them anyway.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, so let's all three of you loot one, we'll say.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone roll a d6.
6.
For what?
Except for you, Parker, because
Oh, okay.
it was just us three that loot the bodies.
5.
You had your own. Okay. You find 25 gold.
Hell yeah.
You find 20 gold. And you each loot a outfit.
Right. I put on my outfit.
I do too, and I have to probably roll the hands up a little bit in the arms and the tie the ends so
Have we
it's not
seen
so
any
long.
under 3 foot tall cultists? I'm just kidding.
We've seen a couple of dwarves. So, and I would say halflings are close enough in size that.
He's a
All
child.
right. So Chaotico is gonna go ahead and put his on to the best of his ability. It actually fits quite well. You kind of see the underside of the cultist garb flow in the wind along with his hair now.
Show off.
Alright, I put my robe on too.
When you first put it on, you kind of like put your hands out and you notice that the belt is where your feet are. And you've got no arm or no hands. It's just sleeves that can reach the ground. But with someone who's obviously done this before and many times, you roll everything up and are able to belt it and twist the ties on the arms fasten them enough to almost look natural to you.
Plus, it covers all the blood.
I'm assuming you guys put yours on now, or are we just holding on to them too?
No, just might as well get all ready
Yeah,
Okay.
mine.
to
Um,
infiltrate.
Parka, yours slipped on almost like um, you were meant to have something of this.
You're welcome.
Um, it almost feels like there's room inside of it for you to move freely. It's not quite a monkish feel. It's not quite a martial arts feel for you, but you like the free flowing movement your body has when you have it on.
Parka's gonna wear this all the time now.
And Korak, you put yours on.
Yeah.
Like you guessed, there isn't quite anything besides big actual giants that really fits. Um, the only thing that maybe could have was that big general half dragon, but you knew for a fact there's no way you guys took him down. So
Mhm.
um, you rip off the sleeves and take the sleeves and slice each individual sleeve and actually add length and actually attach that to the bottom of this cultist outfit to reach your ankles. So it is now a fitting garb. It is just sleeveless.
I'm a seamstress.
No,
Showing your guns.
you're just someone who's used to working with their own materials and making your own garb from the wilds. All right. You all start to. Do we want to go? Are we going to go south or north of this ambush?
I would say
I would say the side that means we don't have to cross the road that we're on right now. The less we go out in the open, the better.
is the area big enough for us to still circumvent the ambush site so that we don't even have to see them, or so they don't have to see us?
Yes, you would easily be able to avoid them.
Okay. Then I agree with her that just whatever one makes it so that we don't have to cross the road, we can just like continue to stay out of sight once we're in there.
And I mean, honestly, do we need to go into the camp or do we want to just kind of stay on the top and keep a lookout? And if somebody crosses our paths, we can be like, oh, we're on patrol, or we heard something and came out to
I mean, that makes sense.
Mhm.
I'm down.
that way. That way, we're not like putting ourselves in the middle of things. I don't know about you, but I don't know a whole lot about this cult. So if they start asking me questions, I'm not gonna be able to answer them.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, we do know a little bit, but not very much. We know that it's for. Where did
Not enough if we start getting questioned.
Yeah. For the dragons. Queen of Dragons for
Um,
Tiamat. Got it.
Chaotico um, kind of nods his head and thinks back, and we probably have all the information they have. We fit in just fine. And he looks he looks at the halfling and the two giants and the humanoid next to him and just smiles like it's all normal.
All right. Let's make
I
our way.
got downtown walking fast.
So we're walking around, we said, or through?
I think around on the top,
Mhm.
so we can try to look down in.
Okay. So you go around easily. You've actually, as you come closer and you reach the point where you would either go around or go through, you notice that the tracks actually split off as well, and other people have had the same idea of not wanting to go down this. So you see tracks that have avoided this area as well. You stay off to the sides, easily following these tracks, and meet back up with the main set of tracks. You get to what almost looks like sort of an entrance. Um, as you're getting closer to this, and as the sunlight sort of starts to shift the view, opening more and more of this hole before you, you can, since you chose to go up, you kind of see the top of what looks like a wooden roof start to appear. It's not very big. It looks almost like it's a miniature something from this distance. And as you get closer, you open more and more of this viewable area because you're getting closer to the hole. And into view comes this tower. And it is a guard tower. It has 2 or 3 different cobalts. You see a little bit of movement. Can't really tell how many specifically, but it is definitely a guard tower of some sort. Also in view, you start to notice that the landscape within comes into view as the walls start appearing on the sides and the outer edges of this crevasse. You start noticing that there are layers. It looks like there are 2 different sort of levels inside of here. The entrance dips way down, and then it actually stops at a point and actually has an incline and comes back up a little bit. And as you see the view coming down, you see caves on these walls start to appear. Nothing more than black holes of nothing from what you can see from this distance, but you do notice that there are caves. The cave that you can see at the very, very end of this crevasse, you can see seems to be very well guarded and seems to have quite a lot of movement going through it. You can see treasures being taken inside. As you walk closer, you can kind of see what appears to be tents. And these tents seem to be the living quarters for this raid party. You can kind of see they are circular. They're definitely wooden, or that they're made from what looks like might be bone, actually. And they are definitely covered in hide and mud. You can tell they are made by hand and quickly crafted. They are different sizes, as you can see by the photo, and roughly the same shape, but some of them are bigger. Some of them can be 10 to 25 feet. Others are only 5 or 10 feet tall. You have these areas on your map are where you see these bigger clusters of these tents, and those would be all of the quarter areas. So the spaces between them are the brushy areas and the walkways. When you are looking over this level 1 and level 2 area as you're walking down the entrance, you notice that area 2, that is the part that is inclined, and towards the back, you can kind of see that the general decor of what the people there are wearing seems to be of higher ranks. You can actually make out a very, very large tent that is currently guarded by 4 veteran honor guards and 4 garden drakes. and they are in constant patrol around this tent.
So I don't think we're getting any treasure back, guys.
Because is that
Not without a lot of work.
yeah? Is that cave number 4? Is that the one that we see that had like all the people going in and out, hustle and bustle with all the?
It had, yeah. The general mood right now, from what you can you haven't walked in yet, so you you can hear the general pace of this place, but you haven't gone inside of it yet, so you don't really have a feel of what's going on. But you can tell that as you're looking down and seeing things coming into view, that the majority of the populace seems to be the most busy towards that area. You can see since those are higher and they're about level with you before you descend, so you do get to see those details before you get lower. You can see all that stuff, and you can see that cave specifically where that. And I don't want to say a bottleneck, but it's definitely where they seem to be generating.
One of our options is we could kind of go in, go way a little bit towards level 2, set fire to some chaos, maybe run out.
Something tells me that their tents are constructed the way they are to avoid fires. They work with dragons.
Yarico kind of puts his hand on your shoulder. I love your blood spirit, Bruda, but there are too many now. I say we find prisoner, if there is a prisoner, and try to blend in. And he kind of whiffs his hair in like a
I
Avril Lavigne type way when he says blend in.
I agree. I don't see us getting that treasure back or anything else. Not with how many people are surrounded in that area. And that's clearly where they're taking their loot.
Yeah.
I think that they would understand us not going in for it, because that would just be suicide.
Yeah. Do we see any loot piles like the guy we captured said that there was going to be, or there were?
From the distance, because we've not gone in yet or done anything, you can't really see where you're looking. You can tell that there is a section towards the south, so that'll be to the right of where you can see that there's a cliff that kind of takes it out of view for you, so you can see that there is more for you to be able to see and look, but from your vantage point and where you're standing now, you can't.
All right. So
I'd
do
say
we
we
just
head.
where are we thinking to look for the prisoner? Just some of these caves, or where do you think they'll stash prisoners?
I don't think he told us anything about where.
I don't think we asked about a monk.
So this might be a stupid idea, but I wanted to run it past you guys. What if one of us acts like a prisoner, and then we can ask people when we get down there where they want prisoners?
I feel like that's something that they should already know.
Chaotico kind of looks at all of you and looks down at his clothing and goes, "Do we not look good?"
Yeah, that's fair.
I think if we were to ask a question like that, that would give away that we.
Maybe down below.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Jen, roll me an insight check.
See that?
Yep, Because you said I think they would feel. So roll me an insight check.
19?
Okay. As you're saying this, you see the entrance. You guys are close enough to the entrance that you can see how everyone is being received as they get here, and you can see it is almost like a mixture of elation. They're very happy. There's definite celebration going on, but there's also exhaustion. I mean, this was tough. They were trying to get in and out. They were fast. They ran. They're all exhausted, but they're all very happy. So it's a mixture of those who just can't sleep or can't stop moving, are trying to get out that energy, celebrating, and those that are just overwhelmed and unable to celebrate. It is very casual. It's relaxed. Um, they really don't feel like this quickly and this close to having just raided that anyone would be willing to follow them, first of all, that they would have been able to follow them without being notified because they left people behind to notify them. So what's the point in being on guard? They're very relaxed. And as you said 19?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. As you're kind of taking this all in and getting a feel for this entrance, you also notice that everyone around you actually isn't wearing cultist stuff. A lot of them are just mercenaries. They're just, but I mean, there are cultists. You can see them,
Mm-hmm.
but there isn't any sort of weird dress code. There isn't too much of one race or another. Um, so it's not a specific sort of area where you would stand out. You do notice that there are a couple of people towards the opening that are kind of just sitting down. They have some food in front of them, and they're keeping an eye on the comings and goings, but they're not stopping anyone.
All right. I relayed all of what you just said to the group. I don't want to have to resay all that.
Then I feel like we should just fucking head in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
And the thing too is like the guards that we dispatched, like the one that we dealt with, didn't really know much of anything either. So I feel like it's not gonna be too big of a deal.
The Chaotico kind of nods in agreement and says, but maybe we avoid area with
Big tent.
big people.
Yes, avoid the area with.
I think for now we just start on level 1 down to the dip and see what we can see and go from there.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So as you've kind of wait and given yourself a feel of the crowd and how everything is moving, you have assessed the situation and decided the best way to handle it is to casually walk in, like you belong. Um, you walk in and are not stopped by anyone. You see that the guys that are eating um, kind of notice, and both of them stop and they see this halfling that is walking with two what appear to be almost giants, and she's wearing robes that are fairly clean and has a red face. And they kind of like assume you like they look at each other like obviously we should be glad she's on our side kind of look like I wonder what she did, but she's obviously not somebody I would talk to because it's intimidating kind of thing. give each other a glance, and then go back to resuming their meal. You continue to walk forward, and as more of this first level becomes viewable, this first tent area that you get to, you actually see is almost a palatable and very visually noticeable difference in the class level of this area compared to where the big tent was. You can obviously tell that the first area you were in is more of for the normies,
Right.
the grunts, yes,
cannon
the
fodder.
lower people. Uh-huh. You notice most of these tents are actually moving with the ins and outs of kobolds. They are generally not talking to each other besides the maybe click of a tongue or um, odd hello in a garish tone, but they don't chipper away at each other. They seem to be some of the most exhausted of the group. You can kind of tell they are tired.
Good.
Okay.
You start. Go ahead and look at your map for me and come to a consensus on the general area we would like to go.
Do we want to check out the area that's by level 3 that's kind of by itself with not any tents inside of it?
Mhm. We're kind of by that first set of tents on the left. Where are we at right now?
Where are we, Scott?
Do you see where it says level 1?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
You are directly in front of that. Um, so the guard tower is north of where it says level 1. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
All right. So
square.
you are to the left of that and in front of that first tent area. That is what you're coming up to.
Okay.
And like all the caves and stuff like that are back on level 2.
Well, you
And
see
hiding
that big one is on level 2, but you see that there are a few of them on level 1 as well.
Should we kind of walk by the caves and
a peek in.
see what's going on in there?
Mm-hmm. So we'll kind of make
Just
our way
walk
towards
through.
where the level 3. I'm assuming that's a. Can you get to that guard tower by level 3? Is that like a incline up
So,
to that, or is it?
so where level 3 is the normal sea level area. That is the top.
Well, we're talking about the guard tower that's next to the
That
Yeah,
level.
because
is
like
that
if
that is
we.
a different incline. So where it is about 100 feet higher. No, not 100. 50 feet higher than where level 2 is. But it is its own little cliff edge as well. Where the guard tower is on level 2, where it says level 2, level 3. You guys are on the direct opposite side of that.
But there's caves between where we are and kind of in that area. So if we kind of.
Yes, you will. There are. So level 1 turns into level 2. After that guard tower on that north side. So the first cave you would come up to if you're passing that guard tower is on level 2. Actually, that's where that dotted line is.
Okay, so that dotted line is.
That is where
The
level 2 starts.
segment.
Yeah, that's where the defining ridge is for the incline. So if you were to go instead on the south side, you would follow where most of level 1's caves are.
Okay, let's do that then.
Because I can't really tell where the level 1 caves are. So I was just
There
assuming like that.
is
Like there's a cave kind of right in the middle of where. Like.
yes. So you
Where
see
that.
that? Do you see the two tent areas?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
and then you see the little brush area in between that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
On the cliff edge to
There's some
the
caves
bottom right, there is a cave there. There's
Okay.
also a cave on the edge of those tents on the other side. And then there is a cave right at the edge of level 1 and 2 where that peninsula part is.
Okay.
Well, let's head
Yeah.
to the cave.
Are you going to go through the walkway by the gate or by the guard tower, or are you going behind the tents in the brushy area?
I feel like if we went behind the tents in the brush area, we might overhear conversations.
We just keep our listening ears on, yeah?
Yeah. Jawohl.
And I mean, we're not sneaking or anything. We're still walking and can pretend like we're just taking a casual stroll around camp. But if they don't see us right away, we might overhear things that people are saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Parka, sound good to you?
Yep.
So we are going to casually walk into this brushy area. You see the very smallest of those tents? As you start to approach from that back area, the distinct smell of feces starts to invade your nostrils. You are obviously getting around to the
Yep.
outhouse of the area. You see a couple of kobolds actually working on the latrine. They are digging holes and scooping shit. As you casually walk up upon them, they stop what they're doing and turn. And immediately ask, "Are you guys lost?"
Nope. Just taking a stroll. Stretching the legs. They get the lactic acid out, you know what I'm saying?
Let's
Yeah.
drill it through the latrine. Huh? And I
What'd he
need
say?
you all, he said, a stroll through the latrine very questioningly. And I need you all to roll a charisma check with advantage because you're wearing outfits.
20 for me. Dirty 20.
Dirty?
Yes. Dirty 20.
Charisma. Is that the saving throw?
Yeah, the saving throw under charisma.
Charisma saving throw?
That's, yeah.
Rolling a what check?
Charisma saving throw.
18 for me.
Okay.
Is my charisma +2?
You got your item, right?
Yeah, it's but you're doing a saving throw, so you're not proficient in it. It's just a +0.
Okay, then I just got a
Unless-
12.
Unless you wrote
With
that down
advantage?
wrong, because at a 10, it should. I don't know why you have a +2 on here anyway.
He's got the item.
Yes, with
On where?
advantage. With advantage, though.
Did you roll it twice?
Oh, that's right.
Huh?
He does have the item. That's,
He's got an item.
yeah. So you got an item, so you need to add 2 to that. You should have. I didn't tell you to change your stats on here, and that's my fault. What did you roll?
12.
So 14.
Was that with advantage? You rolled it twice?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
So 12 is highest
Make
one so
that a
far?
dirty 20 then.
Dirty
Nice.
20.
Nice.
20,
Take-
20,
take-
18.
Take that advantage. I need to roll advantage for Chaotico real quick because he needs it.
Give me 1 second.
Okay, just barely.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Poop.
I need a.
She's visiting the latrine herself.
You want a beer?
She's stirring the Prerequisite to a latrine. I said the prerequisite to a latrine. So while we're waiting, I found it's a stone made out of what was the graphite called? It's not actual graphite, but it was a mineral. It's their diet's made out of a mineral.
Oh, nice. It's like malachite.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Malachite.
Malachite, yeah.
We went to while we're waiting. We went to the video game store the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Long box Doom. Oh.
Oh wow, no way.
Long box Doom for PlayStation.
That's old.
Yeah. Big box Doom. That lights up. Boom. And it also.
Oh no way, that's pretty awesome.
I don't know if you can hear the actual music.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Got these two bad boys.
Pretty badass. I got a spell book set for clerics, so I can help Jackson out when
If
he inevitably, yeah.
If he ever joins us.
Oh.
Off on vacation. Oy. I'm still trying to decide if I want to collect like every Doom game. But I don't know if I'd necessarily want to get like the modern ones. Like boxed modern games. Because I have them for like Steam, but
Right.
do all the old ones.
You don't know if you want to get all of them or if you just want to only get like
Retro.
not all of them.
Yeah, only the retro or all. I need to look through my dad's stuff because he has. I don't know if they're just shareware copies or like official ones, but he has like the. He used to have the floppy disks for Doom 1. Be cool to add to the collection too.
All right,
That would be pretty awesome.
I'm back. Sorry.
All right. Where were we? Oh yeah, we rolled our charismas.
Yeah. And everyone passed. The Cobalt was okay. And immediately begins to shovel shit back into a wheelbarrow.
All right, so we keep making our way back.
Could have sworn that guy said something.
I don't acknowledge him. Just keep on keeping
on. You find a little kind of clearing as you're walking past this latrine area. There isn't too much foot traffic here. You do stand out a little bit, having chosen to walk, but you are in brushy area, so nobody really pays you too much mind since you stick close to this cave. When you get through to the brushy parts, you start walking in, and I need all of you to roll investigation for me.
Investigation is which one? 16.
Ooh, that was a good roll if it's -1.
Mm-hmm. That's a 17. This one.
Ooh. I got a 21.
Okay. Raka?
I don't think I have any pluses in that, do I?
Your investigation is +0.
Yeah, so it's 15.
Okay. Actually, as you start making your way into this brushy area, Everyone except for Chaotico starts to realize that they're starting to stick out just by walking into this brush. It is very thick brush that is obscuring the view. Nobody walks through it. As a matter of fact, Jin sort of disappears as you walk into this brush. It's tall enough, and you are all about waist high.
So how far away from the
Um,
cave are we right now?
Guys, I can't see anything. Can we get out of the brush?
You are, I would say, probably about 100 feet away from it.
Should we have Jin
I
just
have a
go
feeling.
sneak up there and look in, see if she sees
Yeah.
anything? Or
Chaotico kind of just continues on walking like nothing's happening.
Catico,
Stop him.
Huh?
get over
Like,
here.
grab him and pull him back.
What's wood?
Kind of sticking
We're
out.
sticking out a little bit.
Oh.
Nobody else
He
is
kind of
in this
he
area.
kind of looks and notices that there's like this little bitty path of brush that he's trampled through, but you're absolutely right. He looks like a sore thumb right now, and he kind of ooh, and
Why don't you
shuffles his way back to you.
why don't you three go back and hang out not by the Sola tree. That would be a little weird. But why don't you go back and hang out next to some of the other tents, and I will go take a peek in the.
No one saw little one, right?
She can get lost in those brush pretty
I
easy, so
can, but I can also
We
pop my
don't
head.
we don't hug a wall and duck ourselves.
I mean, you can. That just
I was
makes
just
us look more
saying
suspicious.
what's the easiest thing to do that'll cause the least amount of suspicion? Probably just have the little one go sneak over.
You know I can't answer that. But I would assume. No.
Answer what?
Thinking. I can't directly answer that question.
Because
What?
he knows what's supposed to happen, so he can.
I
Okay,
wasn't
so
asking.
if
I was just saying that's probably
we look out
best
of
thing.
place in this field, does that mean that people are intentionally staying out of this field because there's something like in the underbrush that we need to be watching out for?
Roll insight for me, Parka.
I think it's a +0, right?
Insight is
Plus fun.
wisdom.
I got an
Oh, that's
18.
wait, that's Kaneko. Yours is +0, yes. So 18,
So 17.
17. You can see it's just because nobody can see shit. It's thick brush, so people avoid it because they don't feel like walking through it.
So it just looks weird that people
So
are just like, yeah,
something tells me
it
that
is
if
thorns.
the cave is on the other side of this brush, they probably avoid the cave, and there's probably not going to be anything in there.
Is there a way around the thick brush to the cave?
From the distance you are standing, you can see the thick brush ends, but you can't see like the other side of it. Let me have Parka, Katiko, and Korak roll perception checks.
Not me, because I can't see anything.
That's correct.
4. I can't see shit either.
I got 12.
+2. Okay.
14.
So you had a 14. What did you have, Korak?
4.
4.
Huh?
Okay. So Parka, you can, as you're looking over this brushy area, you can see that the brush and the cave kind of begin and end in some sort of the same area-ish. It's almost like it's not intentionally being hidden by the brush, but it's not coincidentally being obviously open either. It's just part of the brush, and you can notice there is no movement around that area as far as foot traffic.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell that to everybody else, and maybe we should go check out somewhere else if there's no obvious
I agree.
people in there.
I don't think that they're gonna hide anything in this cave. If there's, I think they're avoiding this area. Probably because the latrine's right here.
Might be the perfect place to hide stuff. Though. It's where you least expect
If
it.
they were hiding stuff, I feel like they'd have guards surrounding it, like the
Yeah.
guards at the cave and the guards at the.
So here's something to consider. What if this cave system's all connected and that just gives us an easy way to access the caves?
That's very true.
This is possible.
Yeah. There are more caves on this side, though, right?
Yes.
I say we go to a less.
It don't take
conspicuous
long
area.
to walk. Why don't we just look around?
Yeah, I agree. We're still.
I'd say that's the best bet then.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
all right. So back to casually walking. Are we going to go in looking at the map? Are we following kind of that brushy area then, going back to the main walkways?
Yes, I
Okay.
think so. Right?
So
Right, everyone? Is that?
Sound good?
Sure.
Yeah, that's good for us. I just wanted to make sure for you.
sorry. You get to about the opening area. You're back into the general populace. The smell of cooking meat kind of fills your nostrils as the latrine area begins to fade away. You are still what seems to be among the general riffraff of the populace. You continue to walk on, and you start to notice that as you get closer towards this level 2 area, more and more of this view to the south becomes able to be seen. You see a couple of tents, which seem to be a not quite like a guard area, but it just seems it has a couple of guards, maybe a night post of some sort that could be there. But as you get almost to the edge of this level 2 area and you see this stuff coming into view, you notice there is a cave over to on the edge of this crevasse. If you notice the tent area at the very south, not where it says level 2, but there's a 1.
Uh-huh.
There is a small little cave area, and you notice that there are prisoner caves around that area. Currently, they are empty.
Do you think they're cooked the monk?
Or he might be
Kadako
being
kind of
interrogated.
turns its head. Don't taste good.
I mean, mock fish.
Would we know, based on any of our studies, whether or not these cultists typically eat any of their captives?
Whether they're cannibalistic.
Mm-hmm.
Roll a history check for me.
Okay, I could go do it too.
Okay.
10.
Should we all roll for a history check? Do we all want to? inquire about it.
What'd you get, Parka?
Oh, I didn't roll one. I thought it was just Korak. I'm sorry.
Oh. I thought you said you wanted to as well.
He said for
I mean, I'll do it.
Chaotico.
Oh. Yeah, Calico rolls as well.
What'd he get?
I got a 16. Do what? Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Got his
Bad.
beer.
Yeah, I forgot
So
Jen
you guys
trips,
don't-
takes 20 damage,
you guys
falls into the latrine.
you guys all hear this really, really weird voice out of nowhere say, Jen trips and falls. And all your characters look up into the sky in weird confusion.
God, is
Chaotico
that
goes,
you?
God?
I'm sorry. Don't kill my character. I can't even get out of here.
Sigh. All right, so Chaotico rolled a 21, so.
Damn. He knows all this
Yep.
shit.
The problem is he has a -3 to his history, so.
-3?
Or no,
What
that's
the
the wrong one.
heck?
-1 to his history.
Let's say what?
Yeah, I was looking at the non-existent cleric. My bad.
Ow.
Parka rolled a 4, so Parka knows jack shit.
He just remembers jack shit, that's all.
Yeah.
So
So,
Chaotico recalls that honestly, it's heads or tails. They're not specifically cannibalistic, but like since they hire mercenaries and there's all sorts that are in this camp, it wouldn't surprise him in the slightest if there was some sort of long pig somewhere.
I'm sorry. You used the the slang term for it.
you can find that way too.
Now that you kind of see that the prisoner cages are empty, what would you like to do? What area would you like to go to?
What do you guys think about going to check out the cave area cages or whatever to see if we can identify some like footsteps going in a certain direction to maybe go check an area out?
Yeah.
I mean, we can. I just
Because what
don't
was
want to
this?
look too suspicious if we're going to the area. Are you talking about the area with where the prisoners are held?
Yeah.
I just don't want to be caught looking in an area where there is currently no prisoners.
The monk's name that you were looking for. Do you have it written down?
Larson?
Yeah.
Is that his name, Larson?
Lee. No, it was
It was Leosin.
Leosin.
Leosin or Lanther?
Just be afraid of drawing too much attention if we were looking in the prisoner
Park.
area.
Katako kind of looks at you, at Jen, and goes, "For someone with red face, you care too much about attention."
Right.
Well, I don't know about you, but I am not equipped to handle 100 plus kobold and 80 mercenaries and
It'd be.
Me and him, we differ with. But we also live to kill more, so.
Closer part.
All right. You are currently in the middle of a camp. No one knows who you are as of yet, and you are standing around conversing. What would you like to do?
Do you guys
Should we
go to
move
prison?
farther down the wall and see if there's more prisoner caves?
Okay. As you're moving down this cave area, or you're moving down the crevasse, you are looking at this prisoner area, and you kind of see that it sort of ends where all these tents do. That it seems to be a almost secluded area where prisoners are kept in solidarity by that brush area that is behind it.
Do we notice any tracks leading away from the prisoner area?
Most of the tracks seem to be moving towards the cave, towards that little peninsula area. It seems like the gate or the prisoner cages have a back and forth sort of track to them.
So let's see where they go.
Well,
Fine
it
with
seems
me.
like they're yeah.
You good with that?
Yep.
You guys, so you're gonna actually end up walking past this two little bitty tents there. You don't cause really any alarm. You are fitting so far in quite well. You, as you head towards or past this little tent, you come up to a part where you can either kind of choose to stay on the lower area, or you can walk the path that leads to the higher platform and follow the top of that towards the cave entrance.
We can add it after we're done here, okay? Oh, we can work on it when we're done here, okay?
Well, I
Thank
mean,
you.
if we need to get in the cave entrance, going up doesn't make much sense, does it?
No, really.
So I think we ought to stay down and just not be right out in the middle, but definitely, keep going.
So you kind of stay, you're going to hug closer to those guard tents. Um, since you are staying on the bottom area, you walk closer to these guard tents. I need you all to roll a charisma check.
Another one. What was my charisma?
23.
19. Doc?
And that is at advantage again.
Oh,
I got 12.
same. I rolled the same number twice.
Okay.
19. Did you roll it twice, Bat?
No, hold on. $13.
Hey, 1 point more is 1 point more.
And
Doc.
So everybody walks up, and the guard that is sitting kind of relaxed, he's leaned back in the chair with his leg kind of leaning on the floor, his arms across. He has a helmet that's kind of tipped forward a little bit. And he's not snoring, but he's definitely not paying too much attention. As you all walk by, the glint of one of the broken shafts that Chaotico has used in his previous battles, or hand axes, right? That's what he throws.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the glint just barely reflects off the light of the sun, and it kind of catches the guard just enough and he kind of looks up. And as he catches as it catches the guard's attention, he notices your group and kind of just goes to stop, but for some reason, it's just the way that his hair is flowing. It's just,
Did
it's
he
not,
roll a nat 20?
it's not something that really happens in this part. Not without you either being a very, very powerful dragonkin, like maybe, maybe you're one of the worm speakers. But around these parts, you are definitely not. Like those flowy wisp of hair are a little suspicious around here. So he goes, and at this point in time, he kind of shoves it in the back of his mind as weird, but not alarming.
What did he?
As you,
This one.
you rolled a
One.
3. Well, um, and that was, it's, it was, it's a pretty easy check. Like it's a really easy check.
Like if we had rolled a nat 1, then maybe something bad might have happened. Not even then.
It's anything's possible. You never know. Beauty of this game. uh, as you're
I'm just curious.
now the world will never know, and that's the other beauty of this game. As you move past, you start to see that the level increase is not so dramatic that you couldn't get up at this point to that second level, but it's also not so unnoticeable that it would look really weird for you to just climb this ledge, especially wearing cultist gear. You see the entrance of the cave as you're following this ledge as it turns. You see the entrance to the cave. It is guarded by 2 guards. They are not at attention. They are not at ease. They are just relaxing against the wall by this cave entrance. Most of the footprints leading into that are undiscernible as far as who or what may be inside, but there is definitely constant traffic based on the footprints. You walk up, and the first guard kind of puts his hand up and goes, "Halt! Who might you be? And what business have you with our prisoners?"
There's only 2 of them.
Yes.
Are we within easy sight of anybody else in this area?
You are behind the view of the 2 kind of guard towers or guard tents. They're not in view, but they are definitely within earshot.
So let me ask this. So, like our whole little trek, like down into this area, is there any way in hell that we can get back out with a group of people and not be seen?
Um, you would have to use DM inspiration for me to answer that question.
Yeah.
Didn't he use it already?
No, you guys decided not to.
I vote that we tell them that we are here to pick up this prisoner for questioning.
I will because we're all new. I will say this: if you look at your map, if you change the way you worded your question, Matt, I will be willing to answer it.
Because are we at
We're
number one?
we're down on the
Kevin?
wall by the number 1 still, right?
So you are. Do you see the number 1 above? That is where the cave entrance is. That's where level 1 and 2 happen. You're on level 1 behind those 2 guard tents there.
So if we hug that wall,
because you decided to stay on level 1. Yeah, you've been hugging the wall the whole time. You are currently behind that tent at that cave entrance.
is there? Hmm. Is there a way for us to back up and then sneak up on these two guards instead of just walking up on them?
Well, we were.
They since you have already been initiated a conversation, since they've already started a conversation with you, it would look weird for you to back up without continuing that conversation, and they would be suspicious of that. Um,
So didn't somebody already say that
yeah,
we're
go
here
ahead.
for prisoners or something?
Well, that was my vote.
Yeah,
Was
she said we could say, but
I
I'm
haven't said it.
I'm assuming that, like, since you guys don't use your actual like any accents or anything, I'm trying not to pick and choose what your characters are saying in real life. So unless you say like I say, or I'm trying not to, you know what I mean?
Okay, how about since I can speak giant, I turn to Parka won't be part of the conversation, unfortunately, but I turn to the other two and ask them in their language if we should just tell them that we're here to pick up a prisoner and give them the name, or the not even give them a name, just say we heard that, or we were told to pick up the monk for questioning.
Okay. As you start speaking this, to the guards' perceptions, nothing but gibberish just came out of your mouth. It was guttural. It was very loud at some points, and there was no. It wasn't a rolling so much as it was a aggressive, vibrating growling. Um, when the guards hear it, they immediately draw their weapons, pointing them at you, and say, "What was that?"
Go ahead. You could sit there and tell their Robert that, oh, she doesn't speak common. Like there's so many ways that you could.
I wanted to see what you were gonna say.
Hey, you're the one that spoke it. Their weapons are pointed at you.
At me.
You just spoke a language they don't understand
Mm-hmm.
to people while you're at a prisoner's area. So yes, they drew their weapons on you and asked what that was.
Okay. Well, I was just asking
She's got
them.
a bad
No, I was just because they don't speak common. I was just asking them what we who we were supposed to be picking up again.
Roll a deception check for me. Get out. Go to bed.
Could have been better. Oh, I get to add a one. So 17.
Okay. They immediately go at ease, putting their weapons back and sheathing their swords. Um, sorry, you must understand. This is a prisoner's area. We must adhere to a certain set of guidelines.
Um, I believe it was a monk. We were told to pick up a monk for questioning.
And I'll say in giant, just to remind Generso that he probably sun-appled skin, a goatee, and a You might have a cow with blue and white and blue cow.
They
Just a little
hear you.
description.
They hear you and they go, a monk, you say? We don't have anyone with a name that sounds anything like what that was.
Oh no, he was just confirming that it was a monk, and he was telling me that we were told he was wearing, I believe,
Blue and white cow.
um,
No,
yeah,
no one by that name either.
What? They can't understand me. I'm speaking in giant.
Right, which is why they have no idea what you're saying. They're assuming you're asking for a specific name.
Yes, that he's wearing a cowl that is blue and white.
You asked about a monk and then said things in a language they have no idea. They think it's its name.
They're not saying his name or the prisoner's name. They are telling me the description that we were given.
Ah, that would be quite a long name to live with, no? But I'm sorry. What does this prisoner look like?
He would be a monk that is wearing a blue and white cowl. That's what we were told.
OT.
Told by who?
Andragosa.
Roll a deception check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yep. You are not in the area. You're wearing a cult outfit of someone who's supposed to be on level 2 while you're on level 1.
Let's see here.
You have a friend with you who's covered in a bloody face, so you've obviously been part of the raid. But you have nothing of value, and you didn't come with a prisoner. So yeah, we're gonna do disadvantage because you asked about Lindergosa,
So
or
a 12.
you used her name.
Isn't it's a him, right? It's a big dude.
Yeah, Linderdosa,
So
the dragon, half dragon.
12 and 13 plus deception.
Yep.
So 15.
You just barely passed. Well, we don't dare question the authority of Lenderdosa. Someone of that description does ring a bell, yes. He's currently in the cave working, as is custom. What need have you with him?
It needs to be questioned.
That wasn't for us to ask questions about. We were just told to get him.
Absolutely, yes, sir. He kind of gives you a short salute, and they both step aside, and the cave is open to you.
Go on.
Yep.
As you enter the cave, you can see that there is the markings all over the floors and the kind of spots where the the walls of the caves meet the floor. There are definitive markings of mining. You can obviously tell that this has been an area where people have been working. You can hear the clank and the off rhythmic sound of metal hitting rock and material. And as you continue walking in, you see the sight of a monk matching the description of the person you're looking for with a pickaxe and a group of 2 other prisoners from what you can see of their tattered clothes and the fact that they're mining. They are being guarded by
This
4 dragon claws.
Are dragon claws the same
And
as ambush drakes? different?
No. Dragon Claw, the way that roll insight for me, because this question hasn't been asked yet.
Insight. 13.
Okay. Dragon Claw, you recognize as the name of just like the first lieutenant in the Cult of Dragons is recognized as a Dragon Claw. It's not necessarily a race or class. It is just a title held by the lower echelon of the cult.
Okay. Yeah, I was just about to ask if there were any guards in here, but never mind. Damn
Well,
it,
I mean,
my
we were
plan
in,
foiled
so-
before it even started.
You guys walk in. The way that it is situated. Let me put some stuff on here for you. Let's say the monk is in the white, so he's easy for you to see. So he's going to be working inside of the cave, about there. You're going to have the make them these guys. You got cultists. I know I usually use these for the kobolds, but I want a brighter color so you can tell who the bad guys are. Dragon claws are kind of, you've got one sitting there, one's kind of watching him work. You've got one of them is, we're gonna make the smaller people the prisoners. You got one watching these two work. And then two watching the outside.
Are we
Okay.
kind of far into the cave or not really?
So you have initiated, you have not quite like, I'm going to, in the next conversation, we're gonna step up and you're gonna start talking to these guys.
Okay. So
Okay, is this just like right after entering the cave though? Or is it kind of far? in?
I will give you enough time that like, if you wanted to, sorry, the dogs knocked this over earlier and I keep trying to fix it. There we go. If you wanted to tell me that you would rather step back and reassess how you would like to do it, I will give you all time to do that.
I mean, we were let in to take a prisoner. Why don't we just walk up and ask for the prisoner?
Yeah, I was just wondering how far
There's
in
no
we were.
reason why they don't. Yeah, there's no reason why they would question, since we were let in by the guards in the front with no commotion.
How bright is it in here?
It is dim. Those of you with dark vision have no problem seeing, but it is hard to see for the rest of you.
I say we just casually stroll in and ask for them. Don't look suspicious. Just act like what we're supposed to be doing, getting a prisoner.
Sounds good to me.
I can be in the lead.
I'm gonna stick back where I am, where I can see everything.
Okay, you're gonna take the lead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
So you guys walk up and you do what?
I was gonna say I'll casually walk up to one of the guards and say, we were told to retrieve the prisoner that looks like a monk.
Just point.
So
Yeah, it looks like
as
this
you
person over there.
as you start talking, they both go to attention, and you say, "Looks like a monk," and they both kind of glance at each other, and then you say, "It looks like that guy over there," and you point. They both release their attention, turn and look, and they see that Leosin. They once again go to attention, turn around. They walk over, and you hear them discuss with the other guard. The guard immediately slaps Leosin across the side of the head. Hey! Time for you to move it. They roughly pick him up by the arms and shove him in front of you guys. What do you do?
I walk up and grab him by the arm. Start heading out.
Okay. You forcefully grab him.
I would say the two giants surround him, and I kind of fall behind him.
Parka gets the other arm, and you guys are easily able to lift him by the arm so his feet aren't touching, and start carrying him. Once you are out of earshot, I assume, Parka, that you're going to turn around and follow with?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just sticking back to view everything in case shit went weird.
Right. He, once you're out of earshot, he's, let me down, you buffoons, and starts kicking his feet frantically. Parka kind of roll a strength saving throw. Korak and Chaotico.
Strength. 12.
A dirty 21. So you are both able to hold on, and he doesn't go anywhere. He's just kicking the air. Let me down! You are ruining everything. Parka kind of lets go of the arm and goes, feisty for a monk.
You mean
Or
Catico?
Yeah,
Or,
Chaotico.
I'm sorry, Chaotico, yes.
What do you mean we're ruining everything?
Can we tell him to?
He looks at Jin. He goes, I have everything I need to continue my cover here. If you take me out now, you will ruin all of the work I've done to get here. I can get out on my own. Thank you for the gesture, but I want to be here.
Then I'm gonna ask him if there's somebody else there that we should take instead.
I am not going to say here nor there whether you should cause an entire outbreak for these people. Obviously, these people here are against their will, but that is not my concern at this moment. My concern is gathering as much knowledge as I can and getting out without any hassle. I have worked too long and too hard for them to think they've captured me, for you guys to just walk me out now.
Well, we have to act like we're taking you somewhere, and then we can bring you back.
I cannot leave this area. Where do you want me to go now?
Just take him back and say that
We could
we were
take him
mistaken.
out past
It's
the
wrong
other
person.
guards and
Just
come back.
Tell him I'm not the monk you were looking for.
This is not the monk we were looking
But you don't have to wave at him when you say it.
Jedi mind tricks.
The fuck are Jedi?
Powerful.
Okay, let's walk back in. I have an
Are
idea.
they in?
But
Are
throw
they
him on the
in
ground
league?
like you're disgusted by him.
I'm gonna stop you
Well,
guys.
only one of you is holding on to him right now. He's got
I'm gonna
he's on his feet, but he's got his arm up being held by Korak because Katako already let go.
I'm gonna like yell in the cave and be like, "You fucking idiots! This is the wrong monk. Take him back there. Put him back in, or put him back to work."
Turn around and walk him back over.
Okay.
And
Or
I mean,
before,
if you yell it loud enough, then the guards up front would also have heard you say that too. So
yeah, but then I whisper to him before we like walk away. Is there anything that we can pass on to your friends so that they know you're okay?
I will take care of that when I'm out, but if you somehow manage to get there before I do, I'm fine. I appreciate their concern, but they should know better than to think the likes of me would be captured without intention.
This dude's gonna die.
that's on his.
I can assure you I will not, and I don't know what dude is.
You
All
wanna
right.
make a
Well,
bet?
then let's walk him back
On
over then.
on what dude is? Sir, I'm a
No.
monk. We do not gamble. Stop.
I'm gonna hang out where we were and just wait for them to get back. So there's no point in me walking with them.
So all this conversation had while you're dragging him in front.
Yeah.
You walk up. They've heard the yell. So none of them are surprised as you turned around and walk. They are slightly surprised by the fact that you seem to be just gently walking him. You get there, and
Shove him to the ground.
Yeah. Push him towards them and just turn
okay.
around.
You roll a athletics check for me.
Push his ass to the ground. Athletics 8.
Put it on the ground. Okay. You you go to shove him, and for some reason, because you only have one arm, you only manage to spin him. Now he's facing you. And he like leans over to you and whispers, "The fuck are you doing? Sell this."
Slap him.
Oh.
You you very convincingly just full on backhand this guy. Not as a slap, but a full like respect my authority kind of slap. He lays down like a sack of potatoes. You can slightly see the hint of a grin trying not to creep up on the side of his face. But he looked like he took that hit hard. And all of the guards start chuckling to themselves a little bit. Pick him back up. And as they're carrying him back, mistaken identity don't let you work for free, huh? No rest here. And immediately make him start working again. Now what?
Okay, when those guys come back and meet up with us while we're still out at earshot of everybody, I whisper to them, "Well, there's no reason why we should stick around in the camp anymore. I think we have all the information that we need. I say let's get the hell out of Dodge."
Yep. I agree. We should probably try to avoid the area where we saw all those other cultists that were dead.
As you're walking out, what's the order?
I say we put the big guys in the front.
Well, I was behind
While
everybody, but unless you guys were waiting. Those taken
we
together.
did, and that's why
Yeah,
I
the
was
way
very
that you guys had talked about it would put Parka in the front as you're walking out, because he was waiting in the back to see you.
I mean, he could be in the front.
Do you guys just start walking out the way you're in?
Yep.
Okay. As you walk out, you come up to the two guards that met you and greeted you at the entrance. You walk out with the same amount of people that you walked in with, and they kind of glance over and look and come back to attention. You start walking past them when you hear, "Hey, you there in front, turn around."
You didn't let me say what I was going to say as I was walking by them.
Well, you didn't interrupt me and say you said anything.
Well, I was going to, and you just kept going. I was going to
You
say,
let me finish.
I was going to say, as we were walking by, I would casually look over at the guards and say, "Oh, there's a monk in there, but it's not the one we were looking for."
Okay. Rewind. You come out in the same order. Um, they notice that you start to come out in the order you came out. As the third one exits, you are talking. They gave us the wrong one, or it's the wrong monk. He kind of nods at you. The other one looks over to hear what you guys were. Or he noticed you guys were having a conversation now. Looks over and goes, "Hey, you there in front. Look at me real quick."
Parka?
He would be the one who's in front right now, yes.
I fucking glare over my shoulder at him and say, "What?"
I need you to roll a charisma saving throw with a -4 penalty.
Ooh.
What the hell?
So it would be an 8.
You kind of glare over your shoulder at him, and most of your face is actually obscured by your shoulder. But the glare that you gave jars something in this guard's memory. And he just remembers Landerdosa, the name that you guys talked about and brought up in conversation.
Did we ever mention his name?
Eating, you used his name to get some weight thrown around
Oh, the main
as a
guy,
check.
not the
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
not the monks.
No. Because you talked about him, he clicks finally between the time of you going into the cave and coming out that you look exactly like the guy that this chief beat the ever living hell out of in front of this town. And he goes, "There's no way. Has anybody told you you look, I mean, you have got to be a dead ringer. But no, you're wearing a cultist outfit. There's no way. There's no way that's a coincidence." And he starts to kind of like, you see his hand slowly start moving towards his belt, like he's convincing himself that you are a suspect.
Can any of us interject?
Any of you can do whatever you ask to do.
I kind of laugh and look over at Parka and say, "See, I told you, you look just like that guy."
Roll a roll a persuasion check with advantage, because that would be very convincing to me.
And a persuasion?
Yeah.
That would be over. 13 plus 2 plus 1 because of my necklace. So 16.
Okay. He starts chuckling. He goes, "I should get you to sign my spear. That's crazy. You should you should go like mess with the kobolds. That'd be funny. You know, if like they thought like that guy came back to life, you know? That'd be funny.
Are the kobolds smart enough to get that joke?
Roll insight for me.
Or is she asking him?
She didn't say she was thinking.
I was. I thought it was more like a joke. But
Yeah, so I was wondering if it was just like
Okay.
a joke
Might as
that
well
she was
use it,
telling
you know?
that guy.
That's what I
12.
assumed that she was doing, is telling that guy a joke, and if he knows something, then why not share it, right?
Mm.
It was a 12.
At 12? He goes, I don't know, it'd still be fucking funny. Anyway, I shouldn't keep you. Management, right? We don't have any other prisoners areas, though. So,
Well,
we may have killed the guy you're looking for.
that probably would track. Thank you,
Yeah,
though.
the other guard that hasn't really talked that you had mentioned or addressed when you first walked out kind of shakes his head. Idiot. We do apologize for time, but you know how the uppers can be.
No, it's okay. Thank you for letting us go and see if he was in there.
An order is an order, ma'am. He kind of salutes his spirit and goes back to relaxing.
All right.
Saying, Jan, let's get the fuck out of here.
Well, I say we just continue walking on, and
Good.
we can go down the main road, but still try to avoid that ambush area on our way out. The less people to run into on the way out, the better.
And
Gattico kind of puts his hand around Parka's shoulder and chuckles. He goes, huh, close call, huh? You're famous now.
after that interaction, I pulled my cultist hood up over my head to try to hide it a little bit so that I'm not recognized again.
And maybe he goes in the middle of our group, so he's not like right in the front.
I will give you, for any check you make now until you leave the camp, advantage against being recognized while you are in the middle of the group.
Okay.
Perfect.
So you guys are walking around town, or town, in the crevasse. You're walking around the camp. Um, which direction are we going now? You are going to hit the little guard tent first, the 2 guard tents. Is that
Well, I would say this time around not to walk in any areas that would even bring out a little bit of suspicion. So, yes, we'll have to go by the 2 guards, but then after that, keep like on the main area where other people are walking. Because now we're just trying to
Makes
get out.
sense.
Yeah,
We don't
we're
need to
just
be
trying to
sneaking around anymore.
mosey our way on out.
okay? You guys are moseying your way on out. In the middle of your group is someone who has their hood down and is actively trying not to be seen. In a group where everyone is very casual and laid back right now. The very act of trying not to be seen does stand out in and of itself a little bit, but it doesn't cause enough alarm for anyone to be fully suspicious. You continue to walk your way through the levels. The guards' camp does not notice anything amiss. You walk through the rest of town. As you get close to the guard tower, you notice that the sun has moved a little bit. You've been here a little while. You easily make your way to the front of this camp, and I will leave it up to you as to what you do next.
Well,
Kind of
I
follow
say
the same way that
let's,
we went in.
yeah, just minus going around by the latrine. There was a very clear path. So like stay on the main path until we find that little area that goes around the ambush stuff. Because it is very obvious that most people that are going in and out of this camp are using that area. Mouse just dry heaved.
Lovely.
uh-huh. Would you all agree?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
seems like most people in this
Seems
camp
smart.
are going that way.
Okay. You easily blend in with the crowd as you walk down the path that is being used by everyone. You get outside of the encampment very easily and without any sort of trouble.
Perfect.
All right.
We're kind
well,
of
while we're wearing these robes, why don't we just use the main road until we get closer to the keep, and then we can take them off.
we're gonna try to avoid.
I don't know that that's smart because if there's any patrols that are eventually sent out by the keep, we don't want to be seen as aggressors.
Yeah.
At the same time, I think most of the keep knows who we are at this point.
Maybe. I feel like once we are clear of the cultists, we
Yeah,
should be
that's what I
fine to
mean.
just
Like,
take it off.
yeah, just
We don't have
once
to get
we
close
don't
to
see
the
any.
town or anything. We just once we
Oh,
clear the area where we first ran on the cultist and we killed those 4. I think after that we should be fine to get back into our normal garb. Two.
he's going behind the DM.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was looking to get in Scott's lap. So yeah, we'll for now, while we're still around everybody and all the rest of the cultists, we'll leave our garb on.
Okay.
But just walk down the road heading towards the keep.
Okay. You seem to walk away. You do notice that the longer you are walking away from all of this hustle and bustle, the sort of less time or less busy it seems. It seems as in the time that it took you to get through that camp, talk to Leosin, and leave the camp is about enough time that things are settling down for the evening.
Okay.
What are we doing?
Well, I say continue
Going
on
to the
down
keep?
the road. until we don't see any more patrols or guards or anybody from the camp. And I would say that we should still get off the road when we take off the robes and then get back on just in case somebody is watching. We don't want to.
Okay. Let's just say, for the sake of time, let's just say that you guys very consciously and cautiously made your way back to the keep, donning your outfits when necessary.
Perfect.
How's that?
That
Yeah.
sounds beautiful.
Okay.
You know how we think.
We roll.
Okay. As you return to the keep, as you get into eyesight, nothing really happens. You kind of hear um, the sound of wood creaking and metal kind of straining with it, as crossbows are just naturally being brought up to attention as someone approaches the town of Greenest, but are immediately put back as you are recognized as the current um, heroes of the city. Not necessarily saving the city, but your assistance in helping throughout that night was not unnoticed. Um, as you actually come back to town, to your very big surprise, Leosin is sitting on a crate in front of the keep with a smile on his face. You all walk up to the opening of the keep to a grinning monk.
Shit,
Took
are
you
you
guys
doing?
long enough. I told you I had my ways. I got what I needed to get.
What'd you find
And
out?
I am going to pause right there and congratulate you all on hitting level 3.
Pew, pew, pew.
Throw out fireworks,
Oh
masturbate,
God,
do
that
whatever you
means
need
we
to
have
do.
to add all that
Ding.
extra stuff now. 3 is the big one.
3 is the fun one.
The fun.
Which means we got work to do. I don't know how long anyone has as far as time restraints go.
I'm good.
Yeah, I should probably get going.
Okay. In that case, what I will do is either A, meet up with anyone who asks me to before we meet up again and take care of it with them individually, or B, we can make that part of our process together and as one when we do our next session.
Well, if like you and I can do mine, if Robert's able to stay on and do his, we might as well do those 2.
Yeah.
Now, so if
Okay, let's do that then. And then Matt, whenever you are free next.
Yeah, when I get back to town, I'll hit you up. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. Sounds good
Alright.
then.
have
Then
fun with
we
Later.
will end the campaign there for now. How's that sound?
We'll see you guys later.
That's good.
have
Take it easy.
fun.
Bye.
Doodles.
Bye.
Alright.
Took us long enough. Hey, we were told to pick him up. Maybe he should talk to his people more.
Alright.
Little toot.
Let me
Hi, toot. Toot toot.
that here. And I'll wait and do chaoticos with him. Excuse me, good lord.
Sexy.
Right.
Channel divinity. Where do
Looks like Robert's already kind of looking his up.
Good. So what subclass did you go with, Bob? You went with
Cult of
Vengeance, right?
Vengeance, yeah.
that on here.
Oath of Vengeance.
Let's see, where's the cat tower at?
Oath of Vengeance. So and you need to write these down because this is part of your. This is gonna be part of your role play, and because this is the oath you're choosing as a DM, if you break these, we're gonna have some issues happen. Show the wicked no mercy.
Fight injustice and
Fight injustice and its causes. And aid those harmed by injustice.
evildoers at any cost.
At level 3.
Bane and Hunter.
Yep.
Attack action.
And then you get the vow of enmity. So when you attack, you can use one of your divinity channels, which you have 2 of right now.
Where's the best place to put those?
On your spell sheet.
Spells.
Yeah. That's how I keep track of them. You can utter a vow of enmity against a creature within 30 feet. It gives you advantage on attack rolls for 1 minute. So for 1 turn, or until you use it again. If it goes to 0 before your vow ends, you can transfer it to someone else.
So 1 minute isn't that about
1 minute
10
is 1 turn.
turns? I thought that was 10 turns. 6 seconds each turn, right?
Or sorry, each turn is 6 seconds, so 10 turns. Yes. Sorry.
By the way, tell Charisse thank you for me for adding stuff onto her wish list.
Yeah.
For a while there, it's like, oh my gosh, she only had like 2 things on there. One of them was like a water bottle.
Yeah.
Now there's more variety to choose from. And Dad even added a couple of things.
I told Mom.
Hmm?
I told Mom to do it.
Oh, she did it for Dad. A belt grinder.
Bane and Hunter.
But Mom didn't add much on it either.
No.
A book,
Bane is a
chai
level.
tea, Sudoku, and a shirt.
That takes care of your paladin stuff. Your giant stuff, or your Goliath stuff. Let me see. I don't think you get anything at level 3. No.
Level 5, right?
Yeah. So that should take care of you.
Perfect.
Minus the fact that
I also get one more spell slot.
I was gonna say, you can choose a level 2, level 3. At level 3, you get channel to divinity, an extra, so you get 2 of those. You get 4 prepared spells and 3 spell slots. So make sure you got those. All right. The halfling.
Mine should be a lot simpler.
Oh, his wasn't that difficult. He just has to pick out. Oh, also you need to roll your. You get another die of health.
10.
What are we rolling for that? 2.
Whatever yours is.
So we now get 3d10 for hit dice, right?
Well, for you.
Yeah.
Oh, so 3d8. So we
What?
add 1 to it. So I had 2d8. So I'll have
Yes.
3d8.
Nice.
Yes.
An 8. Hell yeah. And then plus con
And
or
then
no?
I rolled 8.
Plus no. Yes, but not your initiative bonus.
What?
Plus your con, but not plus your proficiency bonus.
Yeah. 25 now. Yeah. 8 plus 2.
I just rolled an 8. So then I add just the straight 8.
And your constitution.
So 11.
Yeah, whatever your health is, plus 11.
Well, no. So my constitution is plus 3.
Okay, you said plus 11.
Well,
What is your
so
health?
I meant, so I got 8.
What is your health?
21.
Plus 11.
Yes. So that's what I was saying. Plus 11. So I'll be at 32. Which is kind of a good thing since I'm usually the first one going.
Well, that's because you don't trade it with somebody.
I told them that I can.
Well, then you need to be more. Hey, can someone, rather than does anyone want to?
I don't mind going first. It
Okay.
usually works out because I'm the one
Then,
sneaking.
then why are you complaining?
I'm not complaining. I'm saying the one who's going first. It's probably a good thing I have a lot of health.
Yeah, very complaining.
Oh my gosh. Scott Mansell? Are you looking up my stuff?
Yeah.
For Rogue?
You get steady aim.
Steady. Aim.
It's a bonus action. You get advantage on your next attack roll of that turn.
Get what? Bonus action?
That's a bonus action. Give yourself advantage on the next roll on the current turn. You can use this feature only if you haven't moved during that turn.
Can I just write it down? I'm sorry. I'm getting you talking and then the feedback and trying to write it all down and it's
Huh?
Huh?
No. Are you looking through all the spells, Bob?
No, I'm just writing down Hunter's Mark. So, do I need to tell you what 4 spells I have?
I'm gonna trust, since we're doing, like, if we were doing like in person, I'd probably ask you. If it gets to the point where I think you're cheating, I might ask you. But
Yeah.
there's a lot to keep track of right now, and we're like, it's all Discord, so I'm gonna trust that you're not gonna like change your prepared spells all the time on me.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't worry about that.
Or because like the Valve Enmity, or not that one. The wait, yeah, no, never mind. Where is?
So basically, once I use this, I am stuck in whatever position I was at when I use it. So my
Yes.
speed is 0.
That is correct.
And then I saw that I gain a subclass. You don't want me to read about it?
Don't get ahead of me.
It was actually above the study aim.
Right, I know, but that's not the order I'm doing it. Because you asked to see it.
Well, yeah, I asked to see it so I could just write it in.
And then you started getting ahead of me. Alright, so you got your study aim. So your subclasses. You can do the Arcane Trickster, that's the Spellcaster Rogue. You can do the Assassin Rogue, that's the one that gets the surprise bonuses. Like, and then, yeah, and then you can do the Thief. And that's the Burglar, Treasure Hunter, and that's the one that gives you the bonus to the Sleight of Hand and
so that would actually be more what I want.
that would be your if you were going into more of the role play aspect. That would fit your character very, very well.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That would be more
Yes.
for my character. So
Correct. Yes. If you're wanting to lean heavily into that role play part, then that would be where I would go
like
with it.
to.
Yes.
So I just right here next to my rogue, I can just put thief, subclass thief.
Well, if you want to, sure. Rogue thief or thief rogue.
Writing my level down. I'll just put thief on top of rogue. And now add those other, because there's 2 level 3s here with it.
That's why I need the book.
Well, I thought you handed it to me. I thought that meant that you were done and that I could just
Well,
use it.
you asked to see those.
I didn't.
Before I
So
as a bonus action, what you'll be able to do is make a dexterity sleight of hand, make a sleight of hand check to pick a lock or disarm a trap as a bonus action, not as an action anymore.
Okay.
You can also take the utilize or magic action to use a magic item. You also get training in hard to reach places, which gives you the climber. So your climb speed is now equal to your regular speed. You don't get hindered for climbing.
Okay.
And your jump distance is determined by your dexterity rather than your strength.
May I use that to write those
down? The thief doesn't really get anything crazy until level 9.
That's fine.
And then they get kind of stupid.
Oh.
Yeah, because they're all like like once you start getting the bonuses to all the stealth and the sleight of hand, there's gonna be times where you could, if you roll really well, walk into someplace, pickpocket who you need for a key, or pickpocket the one of the regular lieutenant enemies, and have 0 fight happen because you stole everything you needed instead of taking it from a corpse. Thieves are all about the subterfuge.
So I just add these on here, fast hands.
Yep, those would be your level 3 things. Everybody gets to do their specializations now. I mean, the level. Excuse me. Yeah, level 3 is when everybody starts to really pick out
Hmm.
Like the rogue's a perfect example. Like, are you a magic rogue? Are you a stealth rogue? Are
No.
you a pickpocket rogue?
I have a question.
You are, yeah.
So, level 2 Divine Smite, Paladin Smite. You always have the Divine Smite spell prepared. In addition, you can cast it without expending a spell slot, but you must finish a long rest before you can cast it this way again. So you get one freebie, basically. But since it's always prepared, it takes up one of my 4 slots, right?
No, it does not count as
A
that.
prepared spell.
If it's always prepared, it does not take up a slot.
Okay, perfect. So it doesn't matter. I only have 4 other spells, so
You only have 4 options, so
so I'm good on
no. But that's definitely not true.
what? I've got Cure Wounds,
Wait,
Bless, Hunter's Mark, and
What?
Bane. Because Valve
you should have.
Enmity is a channel divinity. It's not a spell slot,
Food's,
right?
Wait, um,
food's pretty much ready. Give me a second, okay?
let me. Wrong book. You have my book. Can I borrow that?
Can I finish what I was writing? I'm almost done with this part. I still need it for.
Yeah, because fighting style, I picked the protection. Because, like, the one that it says here is, like, you learn 2 cleric cantrips if you're a blessed warrior, but I picked protection instead, so.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Level 1 Paladin spells. Bless, Command, Repel, Dual, Cure, Runs, Detect Evil, Detect Magic, Detect Poison, Divine Favor, Divine Smite, Heroism, Protect Evil and Good, Purify Food, Searing Smite, Shield of Faith, Thunder Smite, Wrathful Smite. Level 2 Aid, Find Steed, Gentle Repose, Lesser Restoration, Locate Object, Magic Weapon, Prayer of Healing, Protection from Poison, Shining Smite, Warding Bond, Zone of Truth. Level 3 Aura of Vitality, Blinding Smite, Create Food and Water, Crusader's Mantle, Daylight, Dispel Magic, Elemental Weapon, Magic Circle, Remove Curse, Revivify. So all of those are all of the things you can choose
Potential
from.
ones. Okay, but
Potential.
yeah.
Potential.
Yeah.
You don't have any spell slots that are level 2 or level 3.
Mm-mm.
So only pick level 1 spell slots for now.
Yep. And there's 4 of them.
You can pick 4 of them, but there's like 12 of them.
Yeah. Yeah, those are the 4 that I've picked. Cure Wounds, Bless. And then the 2 new ones for level 3
Okay,
is Hunter's Mark and Bane.
You just scared me because you said there was only 4 options anyway, and I was like, no, there's definitely more than 4 options, Robert.
Yeah.
I wasn't done.
Oh.
You're good enough. Yeah, I think those Cure Wounds and Bless were the only 2 that are like, oh yeah, those ones would be helpful. As the level 1s, I should say. But yeah. But yeah. I got my 4 spells. Cure Wounds, Bless, Hunter's Mark, Bane. Burn.
I'm not gonna write the "you train to get into especially hard to reach places. I'm just gonna put climber.
Yeah, that's up to you. Whatever you need to write down to understand it.
Well,
So I am actually really proud of you guys because that raiders camp can turn into a nightmare very, very quickly.
Seemed like it.
Especially when you fail one of your charisma rolls and people start recognizing you. And yes, the person who got into a fight with Landradosa or Landradosa has a -4 penalty to those checks because they are the person who was out in front of the entire city and the entire raid fighting. So
It's just weird that it was a -4 instead of just straight disadvantage or something, you know? That sounds like, well, which one's worse?
that I mean, disadvantage leaves it up to chance.
Mm-hmm.
A
This
flat
one just
flat
makes it
negative
harder.
and a flat negative just gives you the ability to say, well, how well would you recognize that person honestly? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't necessarily say that disadvantage is better. Disadvantage could be worse.
Yeah.
What if you roll a nat 20 and a nat 1 and you have to use a nat 1?
we're gonna be eating here. Just a second. I just have to put stuff away.
All right. Good deal.
You know what? That soul knife rogue sounds like fun too. I might have to do another rogue for that. Did you read it?
Which one? The arcane?
Soul knife.
No, it's a soul knife. You actually missed it when you were going through the. So you
Oh,
have
did I?
assassin, and then you have soul knife, and it says.
Oh yes. I do remember. Yes.
The soul knife
Yeah.
strikes with the mind, cutting through barriers both.
Yeah. You get
psychic.
you get psychic damage to all of your rolls, and you can actually like meld into shadows with them and stuff. It's
That
cool.
sounds like a lot of fun. I might have to roll for one.
It's a cool RP thing.
Why'd you
And
just
there
do
are
that?
as a metagamer, there are very few. Well, I shouldn't say metagamer, as a min-maxer. There are very few creatures that are resistant to psychic damage.
Min-max.
No, I think it just sounds like fun to be able to throw like psychic damage
Psychic
to stuff too.
daggers.
Well, the cool part is what your mind decides to do with it. Because with that one, you can get something that's similar to like a Pact of the Blade type thing, where you can summon your own weapons to you, and you get to use like psychic weapons. If I remember right.
All right, boys are asking about dinner, so that was good timing.
We didn't come up with a day to meet up again though. So
half of the group isn't here.
yeah.
Do we want to just post it in the group? I know Robert's leaving on Thursday,
Yeah.
so I am good with us trying to meet up as much as possible.
Okay, so here's something I want to propose. Bob, you can take it with whatever. But with the level of commitment you have for the current people, you're never gonna see that Dark Souls campaign
Yeah.
if you run it with the people right now. If you wanted to do like a little side campaign with you and Rhonda, where we just give that a try with like just the three of us.
Yeah. Maybe even
If you don't,
Sharice.
yeah, maybe if she wants
She's
to play, then yeah.
been kind of wanting to play, but she wasn't sure like how
Well, we
she
saw
might
that
jump in.
one
Or
shot that we started with the boys too.
We can. I'm just saying because I know Bob's been excited about that, and if you've been doing more research into it and it's something you really want to do, depending on your excitement level.
I mean, I think it would be fun, but I haven't been looking into it.
Yeah. Well, what I'm thinking is, if you want something that you can stream more consistently,
I think for
because
right now we're
I,
good just playing like doing this and then playing Borderlands. So that'll probably
well,
be pretty good for a
that's what I
while.
was about to say. Yeah, is that'll probably keep us. But I gotta be honest with you, once Borderlands 4 comes out, I'm gonna be jonesing for that like a shit ton. So
He's not even gonna want to DM during.
no, that's not true. That's not true.
Okay.
I'm
Yes.
I would
specific.
okay. Here's the plus side to the fact that the three of us in here right now are the only ones that can like choose how much we game without divorce. Um,
Brayden's not wrong.
no,
Yeah.
like if Bob gets serious into like the crazy streaming, and I want to, if he wants to turn it into a thing, I don't have anything going on besides picking up the kids.
Mhm.
You don't have you but work 14 days out of the week, so half the month you're free
A
too.
month?
Or yeah, 14 days of the month, so half the month you're free too. So
I have a feeling that if it was just us meeting, we could do a lot more meetups, and
which
'cause
is
right
which is
now
my
we're kind of
point.
strapped for time between.
And the people that we do have anyway, but in two
Should I stop
weeks
the stream?
in
Just
in 2 weeks, um
Toot.
I think the three of us could probably put a shit ton of Borderlands 4 time in.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't even have time for another campaign.
Yeah.
But I at the very least want to keep that as an open option for Robert, that if like you're in that and you're thinking, man, I really want to run that campaign, but I don't want to stop the other campaigns we're in, let me know and we'll figure out something for like just the three of us or something to be able to do that.
So for Borderlands 4, should we have, because I'll probably like whenever I play, you guys will be playing too, kind of thing. So should we have
Most likely.
characters that we have for
Scott and
that?
I
You
will
guys
make
could do
characters
your
for
own
you.
characters for
That way,
So the way that Rhonda and I play games, because we have this problem,
Mhm.
is like Diablo 4 especially, is I have characters that I make that I only play with the people that I made them with.
Yeah.
So if I'll have a character that I only play if Rhonda's on, and we'll play together. So
Then you got
for
one that
this,
you
have
play
like
for
3
yourself.
characters.
yeah, I have one that I'll play by myself if I'm on my own. If there's gonna be the three of us, I'll have a character that I only play when the three of us are on.
Mhm.
And there's gonna be a character that I only play when Rhonda and I are on. So
Yeah.
like this,
Yeah, well,
That
I'll
makes
make a
sense.
character to game with you so that we
yeah.
don't get like too far ahead of you or.
So as far as that's concerned, I'm gonna play the Graviton, the CC character, the Tron. I can't. The fuck is her name?
Play. So I'll probably just do the siren for both since I'm learning it. And maybe try some
Weapon.
different stuff on her. Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's different builds
they've
for
already
each class
guaranteed.
anyway, so.
Yeah, they've already guaranteed there's gonna be 6 total Vault Hunters, by the way. So they're gonna have additional Vault Hunters like they did in Borderlands 2.
Mhm.
Oh,
Sick.
you're cute.
All right. I'm looking further.
God, I'm turning this so Robert can see toot.
Toot 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 toot
And the dogs in the background too.
toot.
Toot.
Starting to get big.
Toot. He's still teeny tiny compared to Doc though.
Yeah. Quite a bit bigger than I saw.
Is he?
Yeah. I feel like he is.
I mean, I can never tell because it's relative.
Mm-hmm. When you see
So,
him all the time.
Rhonda wants to play Vex, the Siren.
I like the sirens. They're my favorite.
And I am
I mean,
undecided.
more than one person can.
I'm gonna play Harlow, which is the CC character slash your avatar
And that's the
more
one
than
that you're gonna
person can
play when we're
with you guys.
okay.
So you
Those are
have the
pretty open.
Siren, you have the CC, so that leaves Rafa and Eamon.
Mhm.
I mean, he could pick one of the other ones too. It's not that.
Yeah,
big of a deal.
we can double
Mhm.
up, but like it's I think like especially for like a first playthrough and a streamed first playthrough,
Yeah.
getting to watch all of the new Vault Hunters is a good selling point for streaming.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
So it would be a good idea from a monetary point of view or marketing point of view.
monetary. Make
Yeah,
that
marketing.
money. Yeah.
To have individual Vault Hunters so you can show off all of the new ones at the same time.
Mhm. That makes sense. Yeah, I pre-ordered it, so I'll be good to go. I pre-ordered
And I'm
it
gonna
today.
pre-order it.
It has crossplay,
this
right?
upcoming week.
Hopefully.
Yeah, it has crossplay. Let me before I just say yeah, no, it's good. Wouldn't that be shitty?
Mm-hmm.
No, we just buy it for PC.
Yeah, just return it and
Borderlands 4 has full crossplay support across all platforms from day one.
perfect.
So that'll be fun. So you can so the two ones that haven't been picked are Rafa. He has the swords that pop out and gives him a melee AoE. He has the shoulder cannons. And you can pick between them doing two different things. And then the other one is Eamon, and he's the one that throws the elemental battle axes.
He's the big
He also
Mhm.
has a shield that pops up and can like absorb enemy damage.
Mm.
Um, what you should do before you pick is go look up their short story introductions and watch those
Yeah.
because that's what sold me. That's what sold me on Harlow was the fact that she's a Trant.
Tron.
Tron.
Yeah, in their short, she meets one of her cousins, and they both yell Trant at each other as they attack, and it made me it made me laugh.
So Scott and I are probably going to be getting back on Borderlands after I get the food out for the kids. I don't know if you were going to come back on later tonight to game or if you're done.
I'm not sure. We gotta eat and order food and
You gotta
eat. So
convince Charisse that
Yeah, talk Sharice into giving
Borderlands 3 is a
a
good game.
try.
That way she can.
She can join us with Borderlands 4.
Oh, I forgot that I
Make it
had
a
that
family
attached. Like
affair.
when I talk, Sweet Tooth runs around shooting his gun. I can't stop talking so that he can bullets thrown around. Yeah, there they are. Go, bop, bop, bop.
what? Are you having a stroke?
No, I need to go. I need to go do something that rhymes with stroke.
It rhymes with stroke?
Smoke.
Oh, smoke.
Yeah. what? What else were you thinking?
I have no idea.
I don't call it poke. It's way too
Smoking
third
a-
grady and weird.
Smoking a pancake.
Bombing
Alright.
a blitz.
I'll let you guys know if I get back on or not.
All right.
Probably not, but I'll let you know if I do.
All right. Like
That's
I
fair.
said, I'm sure we're going to be getting on and playing. So
Oh, we could be watching Taskmaster. You don't know. You feel like blowing up heads or laughing your head off?
We're gonna watch Resident Evil. We're almost
Oh, we
to
still have
season
Twisted
4.
Metal to watch too.
We do too.
we have what?
Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal.
I
Alright.
think the last episode is coming out soon. So
So we can binge it.
yeah, I'd rather wait until they're all out.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
That's,
Well, I'll
that's